So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 32. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now 2nd and 5. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Go.
Here's Daniels. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up.
Big alert, big alert. Cut my team, cut my team. Ready, ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Daniels. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Now for the point after. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. But you look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Prescott now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70. Go.
Now Daniels. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To the air goes Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Prescott. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Second and 6. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Kill! 47!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Dotson in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now.
Yeah.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Buffalo 18.
They'll motion McLaurin left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Well, they'll let McLaurin try and run. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbins. Able to fight through one tackle. Room here to run. Now look out. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 143 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
47. Under.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Kill.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go, 46.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now second down and a few inches.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Short pass to Howard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's third down at 5.
Ready? Come back team. Come back team. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Take go.
He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Come on. Set. 18. Pioneer. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Hut.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Dallas, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,